Oh, chat, hello. Oh my god, I'm all the way in the wrong fucking spot. Chat, I made such a fucking mistake. Oh, hi, thank you for the crow, Lenoris. Never fucking give yourself only 10 minutes to do most of your shit. I had a severe moment just now being like, where's my water? Where the fuck's my microphone? Is it connected? Of course it's connected. The music is playing, so that means it's connected. But, where's my mic USB plug? This is the USB plug of my art tablet. Oh no. Like, and also getting my shit working behind the scenes, because for some reason my fucking VTube studio was just like, hey, I'm gonna not load properly. Fuck you. So yeah, I had to deal with that just now. Anyways, hi chat, hi Rat, hi Lunaris, hi Aurelium, I know you're in there. Sorry that you had to finish your own pancake. Don't let me into the kitchen moment. Oh god. Anyways, I am so sorry that we didn't stream yesterday. I intended to, and then I just fucking died or something. I don't even remember why I didn't stream yesterday. Probably because I have been grinding like crazy on Cookie Clicker. Not Cookie Clicker, Cookie Run Kingdom! Wrong cookie game, Jesus Christ. I have been grinding like crazy, because, like, I'm like, both ahead and behind on stuff there, in accordance to my level. So I was like, yes, let me do all of that! And then failing miserably. I was also writing, which, holy fuck, chat. I finally got to the last chapter where I can confidently say this one was planned to be shorter. I finished chapter 14, like, writing it yesterday. I started on chapter 15, like, yesterday and today, I bet. It's just gonna be a long chapters, I fear, from here on out. But I have a new goal in mind, that's to finish my ship before TwitchCon. Also, we're switching music, because I said so. There we go. I hope it's not too loud. Anyway, so we should really get into it. And I've made a list of actual 10 little things that we can work on. 10 things, chat, that we're gonna be alternating between continuously, because why wouldn't we? Well, why would we be smart about this? So we have just a handful of things, dare I say. We have the middle island, which is where we're at right now. We can do all of the windows. The private sector second floor is also a very good option for what could be done. I had 2 pancakes and now I'm stuffed. That's so fucking valid of you, honestly. I'm gonna turn my volume down on my end just a tiny bit. I'm grinding Palworld again. So valid. Anyways, another thing we could do is work on the ballroom, because I do want to hold a ball around the start of summer, so having that done is a bit of a priority. Ancient City Project, the Trading Village, work on the library, potentially another right grind, the Mushroom Island and the front gardens. But yeah, I think it's first time to show all of you all the changes, because you may notice that some stuff looks different, judging by the map. We have this entire back section. I don't know if that was done last time we were on the server. There's something going on over here. There's things going on over here. There is more happening over here than last time. There's sniffers, which, yes, I did get sniffers. I want torch flowers, chat, like, really badly. And then they keep giving me fucking, the pod flowers. The fucking, I don't remember what they're called. I'm traveling to the big ass tree that I kept seeing and wanted to visit for a while. Was 200 level before. That's so fair. I'm gonna calm down my speaking before I give myself a moment. Let me first sleep through the night. Let me get my chat up on my second screen, because I forgot to do that much. And let me show you all the things that have happened, which include these little plants getting done, and me using resin clumps to make it look like some have fruit in them. They're all over the place. They're over there. Wait, you can't see them from this angle very well, but trust chat, they're over on the other sides as well. So let's first introduce the Chicken Armada. They've been producing very diligently. Now, I'm working from top to bottom with this one, but the rest of these chests and barrels on this side, chat, they are all full of eggs. All of them are full of eggs. I will have enough eggs to serve me the rest of my life. I don't even know why I keep the egg farm going currently. I do not know what has possessed me to keep this thing active in the way that it currently is, but I think I'm committed to the eggs. Chicken. Yeah. Meanwhile, we have the beef farm still going strong. The currently not so ethical enclosure for the sniffers, however, as you guys may be able to judge by this door frame in the works, I am gonna expand it over this way, giving them more space. Of course, the inevitable study that's gonna be here. Because why not? But let's... Oh wait, the wrong turn. I'm getting lost in my own base, chat, but you guys already may be able to see it, but we're gonna wait until we're at the front. Now, obviously, I haven't finished everything yet, so it's still gonna look a bit scuff. Oh yeah, we have, sheep, but look at that, chat. It's the start of a second floor. Like, fully proper on second floor. Now, you guys may be able to immediately spot what I meant, with the Windows objective. Because there's still quite a bit of work to be done, but it's looking way better than just a single floor. Unsurprisingly. Sure, we'll keep a door open. But chat, there's actually been a decent amount of work, whilst over there to the library nothing really has happened. Over here, things have been happening. I have made a staircase that goes up onto the second floor. I've started on the windows over on that side. You guys already see the detailing down here. I have been working away at the starts of the ballroom, trying to decide what flowers I want. Getting stuff for books. There's gonna be more plants over here probably. And then over on that wall, we need to go back up for this to show you all what I've been doing there. Because I don't want that to just be a blank wall, like that, and we're not gonna plop more bookshelves on the other side. I want to level this area enough that it's feasible to put windows here. I want to slope down that mountain over there, so that all of this can have windows pointing that way as well. Okay, I'm gonna cry now. Why? Why must you cry? Because it's the ballroom, and you're crying in the ballroom. The big ass tree has a border around it? No! Anyways, you also have pale hanging moss, which I want to use here. Moment of truth, is bone meal gonna work? Bone meal does work. Best day of my fucking life. I maybe shouldn't have done that, but... okay. We're just gonna hang some pale moss everywhere. There we go. Grab some... Come on. To help detail a bit with these leaves, just every now and again. Come on. Let me see how that looks. Okay, that already helps a little bit. That helps add a bit more. But yeah, I think out of all of these, right? Out of all of these, I want to focus on the windows in the ballroom most today. But whenever we need to grind up levels, I think we're going to go to the ancient city. Do work over there. I heard a slight notification. Oh, thank you for the follow, baby bird one. The numbers. Welcome on in. Feel free to say some. I don't bite. Unless I'm hungry, then I bite. Unless it's someone's alt account because they want the 100 followers before Twitch content, aka Hades in a Dress merch. Like, if that's you, with the alt accounts, then I do appreciate it though. Anyways, let me get all of this sugarcane, because for the ballroom, one of the big things we have to do for the ballroom, and this shows how hectic this stream is gonna be. We need sugarcane, for paper, for books, for bookshelves, Oh, no worries, no worries. Okay, you're an actual person. My chat has been threatening me with alt accounts so that they can redeem the 100 follower goal. My chat has been a bit eager to get a specific piece of merch. Don't worry about it. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Anyways, now we're gonna need to get leather. For leather, we're gonna kill horses because we hate dress. Yeah. My chat, for some reason, really loves the concept of having a very specific character in the dress. I can make alt accounts, yeah, they're... Baby Bird, you can see that now. Don't take too much from it, yeah. Welcome to the hive mind, basically. Anyways, we're gonna get horses for leather. Not the ones in my house, because they're still meant for getting better horses. Oh wait. There they are. They're safe for now. But we need to get leather, we need to get more sugarcane. For that we need to go out into the world. But another thing we need to go to the ancient city for, because guess what? In the ancient city is easily obtainable amethyst, what we need for tinted glass, and tinted glass is needed for the windows. Chat, can you see how hectic this is just gonna be? How majorly hectic all of this is going to end up being today, because we need to go from here to there to everywhere, and maybe we'll go to the village to get emeralds, to get more bookshelves, because I don't want to continuously have to run back and forth for stuff, but I'm gonna have to. So yeah, whilst the sugarcane grows, we're gonna go to the ancient city. We're probably gonna go up from the ancient city, kill some horses, go back down from the ancient city, go back to the nether again, because why the fuck not? Maybe find some netherite, we don't know yet. A feeling cube, may mine netherite. Go back, do some windows hopefully, or kill squid, or do something else entirely. It's gonna be incredible. Hi, thank you for the crow! It's gonna be insane. I'm scared, chat. I'm scared for how much running around we're gonna have to do today. When we don't have that long either, because I don't want to do too long a stream today because of the 4-hour stream we had the other day. We had quite the long stream, and I don't have the energy to repeat that, sadly. As much as I wanna, I just don't. Thanks for the hydrate. Cheers. This one counts for all of you as well, remember. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, I need to show you all something. If we go down to mobs, I have been killing a few wardens. I've been very cutely killing a few wardens. I literally made myself a warden killing station. Do you guys want to see? Wait, do I have arrows on me? Okay, I have arrows on me. That should be enough arrows. If not, let me grab all the arrows. Chat, we're gonna get a few. Yeah. I call this a few because in another realm I played on, like a bedrock realm, I had a kill streak of 33 wardens in a row, and then I got bored. But chat, for this to work, I'm gonna have to show you just how scuffed this setup has become, because nearly got me, lava, nearly got me. So first we need to go up via here. Because this specific city that we're in does not have any remaining shriekers. Knock a creeper off our path because I forgot to light this up. And somehow shit can spawn in this part of the deep dark somehow. I don't understand it because the deep dark is not supposed to be able to spawn mobs. Maybe there's like a few tiny spots where it's like not deep dark where they can spawn. I don't fully understand it, but hey. Anyways, we go over here, follow this path that is hanging on by duct tape and hopes and dreams, and probably some rock song from the 80s. We go down here, which you think would be high up enough to keep us from a warden. Let me see, how many times am I gonna have to shoot? Warden approaches, so a few times. This chat is, by the way, not high enough up to be safe from a shriek. I figured it out the hard way being nearly dying. As you guys could see, I didn't die even once to one. If I go up here, that should hopefully... Nope. I need to be up here earlier, then it leaves me out of darkness range. I do like full bright and then the darkness. Like, look at that fucking lovely gradient. Yeah. Shrieker shrieks. Oh, come on! I'm casually destroying multiple mini-bosses now. Nice! I am waiting for this warden to spawn so I can show chat how I've just been, like, playing around like this. Because it's quite the intricate process, honestly. It's a work of art. Oh, come on, shriek for me, you worthless piece of shit. Yeah? You shrieked? Okay, there's the warden. Gonna have to lure it over here a bit. I usually do this with sound on, by the way, chat. We get one hit. Oh. 2, 3. Not safe anymore. So we're gonna have to go up here. But it can go up here, so it stalks me via there. Meaning that I have to get out of its range of a sonic blast by going here. And right now I kind of race it just to be safe. But as you guys may see, you can see that little icon approaching rather rapidly. Which is obviously a cause for concern. And you'd think, oh, how can you make sure that he's not going to reach you via another path? By waiting right here. Now, I can't see him right now, that's because he's trudging through lava. If I can't reach Big S Tree, I'll terrorize the local mini-boss population. Fair. So as you guys can see, he is making his way. He's gonna go up a bit, but eventually we'll see him over by this lava pool. And at which point, this is roughly the range at which I can safely stand to take my first shot at him. So re-aggro him. And from there on out, you just shoot from here. And I'm pretty sure with my Power 5 bow, it takes about 20 arrows to take this thing down. Roughly. I do have to, of course, hit. Okay, now I got closer, so I need to back the fuck up and wait for the darkness to go away so I can actually see if I shoot it or not. Because that doesn't help. My zoom does not work. But now it should be in the perfect spot to just kill it over and over again. And this is genuinely what I do when I get bored, chat. Like, this is genuinely just an activity I do when I get bored, just to boost that statistic. I want to end this season of TimTimSMP with over 100 warden kills. I just want that to be my little flex, and if that means just, you know, shooting it like this through a hole, that's fine by me, you know? Oh yeah, there goes another one. So that's another +1 to the kill total. And then every now and again I'll pick up some of the extra arrows just to make sure that I have enough left over, but that's how you cheese a warden, chat. You figure out the exact distance from which it can shriek, and you use that knowledge to your advantage to bully the local warden population. And now I can just run safely around here, because I know the area that I'm going through doesn't have any shriekers. And even if it does spawn a warden, we'll just repeat the process, rinse and repeat, you know? Force it in a spot where I can shoot it from a distance, without it blasting me, and we profit. But for now, first and foremost, let's just get some of these crystals. Which they haven't been growing back as nicely as I'd hoped. That may be an issue later, but that's an issue for later me. For when we do more work here. I think, yeah, those are all large ones. Is that a fully grown one? Hold on, F3 menu time. No, it's a large bud. Yeah, okay, so none of these are harvestable. Oh well. We go down here. And we are gonna make our way back, at least to the overworld, maybe? Then again, the winding spiral staircase is a... Diamonds. Is a bitch. The winding spiral staircase is a bitch. I've been thinking about just turning it into a bubble elevator. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I feel like it. You know? Sometimes you bubble elevators, sometimes you don't. I really just don't want to make another one of them. So I guess we'll suffer for now. Chat, don't get dizzy. Wait, actually, I'll just move like this. So chat won't get dizzy. And I won't get dizzy. It's gonna be a total win, guys. We'll slowly make our way up. ever so slowly. Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Anyways, we continue our way up. And then when we get to the surface, we'll take out a few not-so-innocent horses. Over. Still a bit of a way to go. Just a tiny bit. But then when we're fully up, we'll take down the horses, we'll have more litter for more books. That is obviously not going to be enough. Oh, hey. Another one. And then we're gonna go back. No sugarcane will have probably grown. We're gonna make, maybe at max, 2 bookshelves, place those, and then have nothing else to do with our lives. Oh hey, it's nighttime. Are there any horses around? There's a cow around, but I don't want to murder any cows. That's the issue, chat. I don't want to be a cow murderer. Horses I really don't care about. Horses are fine. Hoglins are fine for leather. Although I don't like killing hoglins because they're just annoying. But not cows. No cows can be hurt. And that's because I base with someone who loves cows. Therefore, the cows are free from slaughter. And that's 1 horse. Who gave me 3 leather? That was a very generous horse. Are you gonna be generous to me like your cousin? More horses. Yeah. Yeah, none of these cows will be hurt in the making of anything, including the library, which the library is gonna be the nightmare of all of them. Because, especially seeing as I want to have a big section with just chiseled bookshelves and handwritten books. Which, in case you guys don't know, chat, filling up chiseled bookshelves takes more books than just making bookshelves. Because to fill up a chiseled bookshelf, you need 6 fucking books. And for a bookshelf, you just need 3. It's not cost efficient at all. However, it's cool and it's pretty. Bro lives with Helios? No! I guess I do. I guess I live with Helios now. You hear that, Aurelium? You've got a new nickname, according to chat. No, not Helios, just Telemachus, silly. Yeah. Telemachus learned from Papa Odie not to harm the cows, and he took that very literally. Like, no cows are harmed ever around Telemachus. Lest he gets stricken down by Zeus's wrath because Helios went to his dad again. No car? Huh? What about car? Did I speak so hard that I just worded wrong? I think my brain's going a bit too fast. I've had like a cup of coffee today instead of my usual 2. Like, the first cup of coffee gets me energized and the second one is there to stabilize me. I haven't had the second one. Isn't Helios older than Zeus? Yes. Oh, hi, son! Yeah, this just really shows that sometimes I do not know my myth. Anyways, where the fuck are all the horses? Where are the fucking horses, chat? Who stole my horses? Who held them too hard? Got my coffee not on stream, you guys will hear the coffee machine. Genuinely, that coffee machine will be heard. And I don't want to do that to chat. Chat has to suffer, just like me. Because I love you all. Anyways, we're on the search for more horses, but I don't want to go too far from the ancient city. So I'm hoping chunk resetting like this works. Helios is a titan, they're a generation older than the gods, like Zeus. In that case, he just went to his, like, cousin Zeus and was like, hey, I don't want to deal with this, thanks. It would be kind of funny if that was the case, I don't know, but either way, no cows are to be harmed by any of the mansion residents, which is just me and Aurelium. Horses are fair game, though. Fuck Poseidon, horses are dead. And talking about horses, I'm pretty sure I see another one on the map. Pretty sure I see one over by the cows. Yeah! Hi, horse, bye. Oh. Horse with many health. Horse dead. 12 leather. Any more horses? No more horses. Fuck. Honestly, where the fuck are all the horses at? That's a bee on the map, that's not a horse. I could theoretically also kill rabbits and, like, craft up leather from their hide, but that's way more trouble than it's worth. I require horses. Chat, I require a sacrifice of horses right now. For leather, obviously. Also, I don't need more eggs than I already have in my fucking base. Horses on the map! Soon there will be no more horses on the map. When I get to them. When I get to the horses, chat. When I get to the horses. One of them is fenced in. Hold. One of them is fenced in. Are either of these tamed? Hold on. That one isn't tamed. How about this one? This one is tamed. Fuck. This horse is exempt from the slaughter, for he is tamed, and therefore no horse shall be killed. Instead, you will pay the price, I've decided. You'll pay the price. You're already gonna. I mean, I need so much fucking leather. Let me see, if there's, like, I hope that other horse that I'm spawning over there, well, the other two horses, I should say, I hope neither of them are boxed in. Let me go see if the horses are safe to murder. I hope so, honestly. I'm honestly gonna just try to go for a stack of leather before I dip back to the base. To make sure that I got enough to last me a while. And I know that there's more leather at the base in another chest, which is like nearly a full stack, but that's specifically for bundles because that's something that has to do with the Mushroom Island, chat. Not to spoil too much, but there will be like little loot thingies involved, and for that I need the bundles. To show me exactly like, that I have 64 items in there. 64 stackable items. Okay, it doesn't look like any of these horses are exempt from the murder, which is great. You know what, I'll take even half a stack, I'm already getting bored of the slaughter. Like, obviously if there's any wild horses that spawn after this on my way back, I'll kill them. Like, I'll take their hide, I'll take their skin, and turn it into pretty readable books. But if they don't, I'm not gonna search for more. So anyways, chat, how are we all doing today? Besides the horse blood being shed, because I think I got you all quite, quiet with that. Whoopsie! Totally innocent. Of regular murder, not horse murder. I've committed quite a lot of horse murder, actually. More sugarcane that I can steal from the wild. How much is this? 7. That's not a good enough amount. I'll replant 1. A singular 1, because then at least I don't have leftover sugarcane. Because leftover sugarcane is honestly quite annoying, chat. More horses! More horse. More bloodshed, more leather. I spot you. That horse, chat, when I get to it, when I get to that horse, chat. And there's even more on the map. There's 3 horses on my map. God must be real and God must love me for giving me this many horses. You know, maybe Poseidon is, like, on my side. There's water, there's horses being supplied to me. Thank Thank you for the crow! Thank you for the crow! Thank you, Pikachu boy, for the crow. Also, welcome on in, because I think you're new. From what I can tell. So welcome for crow! Like, welcome in, you little crow. Jesus Christ. I'm having trouble speaking. Currently, we're murdering horses to get leather, to get more books, to hopefully finish a decorative wall. You know, as you do in Minecraft, because cows are on the no-kill list. But thank you for Crow. Wait, is Crow even shown properly? Hold up. Is Crow even shown properly? No, he isn't! What? There we go. I haven't been showing properly. I've been sitting here like a little gremlin. There we go. Crow is a lot more visible right now. We have Crow active again. I guess you can say the Crow is Crow active. No, actually, that was a shit joke. We're just gonna go back to the ancient city now and take the portal home. Chat, we're gonna have the really awkward run to the staircase of dizziness and doom and possibly vomiting and motion sickness. It's gonna be awkward. Yeah, there's the staircase. Ish. And we're just gonna fall down. And take no fall damage, sadly. Alas. Also, chat, have I really gotten you all quiet, or is my second monitor's not showing chat properly? Like, I'm reloading my second monitor real quick. Have I gotten you all this quiet? Oh boy, if I have, then I've been worse than usual, if that's the case. Let me just go down, though. Spiral all the way down. I'm just tired, that's so fair. Maybe you should have coffee. You know, have you thought about it? Have you thought about maybe giving yourself a bit of caffeine as well? I can't fight them and talk to you, sadly. Oh, yeah, that's so fair. That is so fair. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to go down here. Hold on, the autopilot kicked in. Yeah, but the machine is in the office. So true. You have monster? Oh, wrong way again. I always get messed up in this part of the nether. Like, I always go out the wrong side of the portal without failure. But like, you monster you don't wanna drink monster? The urge to look at that enderman up there is incomprehensible. Also, I still have a shit ton of the arrows in my inventory. I'm gonna have to remember to bring those back to the city later, but like, I'm not turning back now. I'm too far. I'm too far to turn back, chat. Yeah, I'm definitely too far to turn back. Guess we'll just store the arrows in my chest and let them collect dust for a while. Which, the worst part is, all of those arrows I brought over from the mob farm. Just to give you guys an idea, that's nearly 500 blocks or so. Or, yeah, that is over 500 blocks of just travel in the nether. To get a bunch of arrows over so I could harass some wardens. As you do. Totally normal behavior, right, chat? Right? I think it's normal behavior. Anyways, we're just gonna put these away. Trade in that half stack per stack. Craft up the paper, not sugar. Grab the paper, the books. Craft more books. Oh look, we're gonna have 4 instead of the predicted 3. That's such a difference. I need to keep that pill oak in there because that's for the creaking heart setup. And overall we just need more pale oak to begin with, so I don't mind chopping this down and then chopping down a few spruce trees specifically for the bookshelves. and then just, you know, run around in an endless cycle of repetition that will never stop and cease until the day I die or until the day it's done. But let's be honest, chat, you're never done with a Minecraft world. Because the only way to be done with a Minecraft world is for the Minecraft world to corrupt or die in some way. Hence, so many people tend to play hardcore, because that's a way for them to feel the pain of their own mortality and the value of their own mortality. Because, let's be honest, in a regular Minecraft world, through limited resources like netherite, they're still in plenitude. There's still many of them. They're still in overabundance. You will never feel as if anything you've done will amount to anything, because there's no real threat to your life, or to your obstacles that you've made, or to the projects you've worked so hard to build. Sorry, I got existential again. You forgot some logs in that tree? I noticed. Sorry, I got existential, chat. I like doing this every now and again. I like keeping all of you on your toes. Where are my saplings? Put all of them in here? Okay. But yeah, just know that Minecraft worlds, in their infinity, they hold no value. Girl, what kind of depressive episode did you have? Not enough coffee. That's my depressive episode. No, I just like to get existential out of nowhere and then behave like nothing happened. It's my favorite activity. Like, just make people aware of stuff that they'd rather not be aware of, you know? Like how corrupt and useless a 9-to-5 job actually is, and how the concept of money and capitalism, like, inevitably makes us worse as a species. Like, just bring that up at a party. Discord TimTimSMP episode. Accurate, canon. Very much canon. In ways that only few understand. But yeah, I just like to get like this every now and again. You know, as a cute quirk. Anyways, we're gonna take all of the spruce, because then I'll have more work that's done on this side. And because this is the floor level, right? All I need to do actually on this side is just add a bit of dirt that matches it up. Add a trim of deep slate along the outside. And then start doing the windows, because on some spots I can already start doing the windows. And I'm pretty sure I have enough grates for it as well, as it stands. But for now, we head back over here. Ooh, saplings. Of course, it's an uneven number. That's rude. You go in here for being uneven. We specifically used the spruce to make... Look, I guess that works. The 4 bookshelves, Chad. Look at our riches right now. Honestly, arguably bookshelves are one of those like weird wealth flexes in Minecraft. Change my mind. The amount of people sleeping in Co. Why are they having a fucking slumber party in Co-Front? What is up with the Co-Front slumber party among systems? Like, why? Why is this the hot girl summer activity? Guys. Anyways, let me get. No, we're not gonna use the pale oak for the barrels. Thank you very much. And then one more. No, yeah, one more. And then we turn the rest of these into chiseled bookshelves. And we already get a tiny bit more worked on over there. Okay, now you're just fucking with me. I do not want an uneven amount of saplings. But yeah, chat, you guys see now the amount of stuff that I've done off camera? And the amount of stuff that I'm just doing on camera, because if I were to do all of this off camera, it would take me like years. Not actual years, but it would take me way too fucking long. And I don't want to leave you guys without me for that long. I don't know, man. Zeus, Poseidon, Chomp, Onyx, all asleep. Damn! for real is a slumber party up in there, man. Please don't fall asleep on me though, that'd be awkward. having your one mod, your one slightly awake mod just perish. Because EP sleepy hit. Also, is it gonna be a pitcher pot that they give me, or is it gonna be a torch flower? Where is it? It's over here. It's another pitcher pod. I don't need pitcher pods. I need torch flowers, please. Also, one of them dropped the honeycomb again. Put it in there. Now I need to really quickly just check the status of the glass to see what exactly I would need. Oh, wrong chest. Okay, it seems that we have quite a decent amount of, not gonna lie. And I know I have more glass in another chest. So it looks like we're gonna have to hunt down some squid. Lucky for me, there's always some squid down beneath the ice, which we are gonna get rid of more and more. Because all of this needs to become grass at some point. Which is honestly what I meant with the front garden part of the task list. Turning all of this into a flat grasscape to work with later is one of the other objectives that needs to get done. Come on, let me resurface for a moment. There we go, I don't want to drown. Okay, reset all my bubbles, get those squid. Come on. Don't swim too far away from me now, that's rude. And then your two other squid friends over there. Hold on. Let me go back up there. Thank you for crow. Okay, where the fuck did the ink sac go? I swear I didn't pick it up. Not yet, at least. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Okay, back to my... Wrong one. Right one. Okay. We're just gonna wait for a sec, get Bubbles back, get those two squid, and then get out of here. Like, or well, 3 squid technically, because there's a third one en route. Or a fourth one en route, apparently. Yeah, we can do a tiny bit of drowning, I guess. Well, not that much, actually. Not that much, actually. It would be really awkward if I died to drowning by my own base. That'd be really fucking awkward, actually. Let me not do that. But let me just instead kill all of these squids, though. And I believe it says there's, like, ink sacs over there, so I'll take care of those here in a sec. Okay, resurface, resurface. Where's the ice? It could also be ice over there, from what I just mined up. But let me get that squid, because I already hit it once. Hello, back for round 2. Thank you, bye-bye. And then we'll resurface right here, using this piece of sand. A tiny bit of drowning does not matter too much. That's just rude. Place the sand back. And then quickly check ink sac and ice. So I'm gonna have to go back under for just a moment. Because apparently there were still ink sacs down here. The ice we don't really need, so I'm just gonna use it to block this off. There. And that. And now we just make a bunch of black glass using what's also in my smelter. And then after that, we just start filling in the windows, and then we'll work on the window frames at a later date. Or actually, no, I'll do those off stream, I think. I think off stream doing those window frames is going to be a bit nicer. Black dye. I need a lot more black stained glass than I need tinted glass. But having a decent supply of both is not that bad an idea. So black, black, tinted, there we go. I'm gonna put the regular glass back in the smelting chest. Also, fuck, it's cold. Turn up the heater! We have not turned up the heater for a couple of days now. Because of how warm it's been. You gotta turn up that heater, man. You've earned it. You've earned the heater. We're gonna start from that corner and then work all the way over to the front facade of the ballroom. And hopefully we'll be able to finish it all in one go. Hopefully. Sunset on the base. Sights. I'm not one to behold because it's not that impressive at the minute, but it's definitely a sight. Also, how the fuck did snow get in here? How the fuck did we get snow layers on the windowsills? Last time I checked, the Minecraft does not have air physics. Last time I checked, you cannot just, like, casually get snow on uncovered blocks. Well, yeah. Words. Anyways, we're just gonna fill this in, I guess. And then after that, we'll work on getting more pill moss at some point to fill in these sections with the roses and everything. And make the entire front facade look pretty. And now I need another stack of black glass. It is kind of worrisome that I'm going through the black glass this fast. And again, it's 9 black glass versus 3 tinted every single time. Which does mean that we're probably gonna run out of black glass way sooner than I want to. Which means more squid killing, and then after the squid killing we check up on the sugarcane. If there's more sugarcane, yippee, more bookshelves. If not, we'll work on removing more dirt and everything from the sides, probably. Like, anything to get that ballroom, like, done enough for the planned ball at the start of summer. Like, maybe even I may give myself a tiny bit more time and just call it the summer solstice ball as one of the big events on the server. But, like, there's a bunch of big things I'd love to be able to do on the SMP. And I do hope also that we, like, update into 1.21.5 so I can get the leaf litter. The wallflowers are cute as well, but I think the leaf litter especially fits the vibe of the mansion exceptionally well because it's very, like, dark, gloomy, red, black, white, you know, very, very emo color scheme mansion. Okay, that's foreboding. We're down to our last bit of glass, but we're also down to the last few windows, so that should hopefully... Actually, no, yeah, that's not gonna cut it. That's not even gonna finish the next one after this. Okay, so we're gonna kill a few more squid, it appears. I'll get the tinted glass up in here, though. Such a shame. Such a shame. We'll go down via this part, just... Nobody saw that? Nobody saw it at all. And we're now just gonna go down, hopefully kill some squid. I think just 2 squid should be enough. Or I can look through the chest to see if there's any more ink sacs that I've looked over. That's glow ink, that's the wrong type. Come on, chests, give me hope. Nope, 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 nope. I forgot how empty some of these are. And no, there's junk chests, like, over here. No. That's just pants. Nope. Oh, no, never mind. That was coal. Ice, more coal. Oh yeah, the bundles chest, which I'm working on. More glow ink. But it doesn't look like I have regular ink sacs, so I'll have to submerge myself again. Yep, no, it's submerging time. But I will grab a bit more potatoes before we do that, so let me just go over there. And then after that's done, I actually am gonna change what we're doing. We're gonna go and chop down that mangrove tree to hopefully do more of the walkway on the second floor. Because there's gonna be a balcony, like, like this type of balcony basically, but surrounding the entire thing. On the second floor of the ballroom. As a bit of just a place for people to hang out, actually. Is the best way I can describe it. A little hangout spot for guests and residents alike. And I'm gonna have chairs and everything there. Oh, that's a lot of squid. Thank you. Oh, not thank you to that one. And let me get up the water. Let me get out of the water. Let me get out of the water. Okay, there we go. Honestly, I probably should just kill all these squid real quick for their ink. Because I know I'm gonna need a lot more ink down the line because we still have the entire library to do. We have the second wall on both floors to do for the ballroom. The entire back of the mansion is gonna have windows. Like, there's a lot of window work that is gonna be done. Presumably just a lot of it off-stream as well. Because I know how repetitive it will be otherwise. Oh, wrong hole. Wrong hole. Come on, let me out. And let me sleep through the night real quick. I'm gonna have a sip of my water, because Jesus Christ, my throat's getting dry today. Also, how is stuff going in Power World, Linares? You getting any further? You beating up more bosses? There we go, grab the black dye. Grab the glass over here. I'll just grab however many stacks I can fit real quick. I think that should be enough. Turn all of this into black glass. 2 more followers to get H for the dress merch? Oh no. I feel like you guys are very purposefully gonna try and do some stuff to get that done. To get to that point. I feel scared. 6 minibuses done, going to 7 now. Nice! Good job, proud of you. Let me finish the last 2 windows on this side, or all the glass part of the windows before the detailing. Because I don't want to have to go deep slate mining with the rest of chat again. Let's, like, not do that again. Because that stuff gets boring. It's only interesting when there's a wither on the loose, but then it gets really upsetting because it kills me all the time. And the more done I get with the mansion, the more painful it is to see things potentially lost or damaged. Okay, we're just putting that away now. Chat, it's time to tackle my least favorite type of tree in Minecraft. The mangrove tree chunk. An impressive structure that we're going to fell in a couple of minutes. This is not gonna take less than 3 minutes. I'm pretty fucking certain this is not gonna take less than 3 minutes. But I have developed a bit of a strategy for them. You go to the highest spot and you just start fucking mining out all of the leaves to see our baseline of where like your highest logs are. And then you go per 2 layers, essentially, you go down. Clearing up the leaves using my efficiency 5 hoe. And just mining all of it out. But most of those bosses were level 30 or lower, and I'm 35. Ooh. I mean, that makes it a bit easier, I hope. It should make it a decent amount easier, actually, knowing most leveling systems in video games, which... I hope it follows most leveling systems in video games. For your sake. I hope. If it doesn't make it easier, well shucks. If it makes it a lot easier, then I'm concerned. Anyways, we go to down again. And at this point, we've had the highest peaks now. A lot more will start intertwining, so we'll actually start showing big parts of intertwined mangrove. But you can also tell that I missed a spot here. Yep. Go. Let me grab all of this. And you guys are really now starting to see what I mean with the words mangrove chunk. It's not exactly a Minecraft chunk, but it's a type of chunk. It's a lot of mangrove altogether in a very small area. All fitted together because of how I grow these things. There you go. But at least it's gonna result in over a stack of the stuff, of like logs, which means 4 stacks at least of mangrove planks to fill in a tiny dent of a walkway. Because that's already several stacks worth of mangrove up in there. I barely spent 2 minutes fighting a level 28 mini-boss. I mean, that's pretty good. It's like not bad at all, actually. Sounds pretty nice, actually, now that I think about it. It sounds pretty nice. Sounds like a good leveling system as well then. But hey, how many different bosses can you even fight at the minute? Like you could theoretically take on level-wise. Of which one was me struggling trying to catch it? You can catch them? That's pretty cool. Why did I think that mangrove propagule was a fucking creeper? How and why did I think that thing was a fucking creeper? Why did I genuinely think I was gonna get half of this tree blasted to smithereens? It's not even nighttime. I can catch humans in this game? Yeah, true, but doesn't mean it will let you catch bosses or mini-bosses all the time. It's not all games are like Pokemon where you can like get the box art legendaries, you know? Some games don't even have box art legendaries, it's just a fucking Pokemon thing for the most part. Pokemon and Pokemon fan games, and maybe Digimon, I don't know, I've never played it. Please don't come after me for never having played Digimon, chat, I probably never will. I very much like Pokemon, and if there's a system that's ever so slightly off from that, my brain will not accept it as a thing that should be played. By which I mean to say, I'm fucking autistic over that sort of stuff. That's a tiny mangrove tree. Several tiny mangroves. There's, for as far as I know, 5 main bosses and a lot of mini bosses. And I've beaten 2 of the main bosses so far. Are the main bosses story? Like, I feel like that's like partially story based. Or is there no real story? Is it just, hey, you got humans, you got these peltings, you've got stuff to catch them with, go wild, king. Or queen. Like, does it actually have a story, is what I'm curious about now. And if so, are the main bosses technically, like, story locked, or, like, story advancing achievements or milestones? Okay, last bit of mangrove from this side, and after that it's just removing all of the roots. All of these fucking roots. And then hoping I didn't miss anything. Because if I did, then I get to tower back up and remove what's, like, making sure that these leaves don't decay. First, like, knock them out a bit. I mean, there's another log here that I didn't notice just now. There's sort of a story, but it's not that important to play it. And you can fight the bosses in whatever order you want. That is nice. Like, being able to fight them. I take it they scale with your level then, in that case? Like, they're not set level, they're not set skill or whatever, it's like, they level with you. At least that seems the most logical. No, you're in the water. Get in the water. Both of you get in the water. There we go. I'm gonna have to pick up more propagules than usual for this. Although, a lot of them are still gonna go to the little composter setup, I fear. Never mind, I was wrong. Woe is me. No, set level? Are they all the same set level then? That reminds me of Beastie's chapters in Cookie Run Kingdom. Yeah, Beastie's you can also play in, like, mainly what order you want after chapter, like, technically the second chapter. After that, it's just like, oh yeah, all of them are technically happening at the same time anyway, so play in whatever order you please. Also, we're gonna have an inventory full of mangrove again, chat. Not all different levels. There's an order in the bosses, but you don't have to follow. Ooh! That is nice, actually. So it's like, technically part of the game design that there is an order to it, but you don't necessarily have to follow it to succeed. Like, you can't just go, fuck it, we take the highest level boss first. That's nice. That is proper nice. Also, chat, you may see that I've left out a 2 white space here. That's to mark out the connection to the sector of the mansion, which I've been doing some work behind the scenes. I've been working hard, hardly working. I've also been working on some other stuff for chat, but you guys should just have to wait and see. For now, we're just gonna keep filling in these planks, which large part of these planks that we're placing on specifically this side, we're gonna have to remove anyways because of the fact that there will be windows there, and I need to see if I actually made it wide enough now that I think about it, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I made it wide enough, okay. Because the entire walkway is 8 blocks wide, and there's a 9th block there for, well, windows, and all of that part of the wall. Going to mini-boss 8 now. Damn! Nice! I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck. Also, chat, I want to get better at editing at some point, because so far I've opened Premiere Pro like twice. But at some point, I want to actually start saying, fuck it, we doing videos now. And post shit on what's supposed to be the main YouTube channel, which is still completely empty. Because it was supposed to feature all of the clips as well, and then I posted the clips to my, you know, my VOD channel. Unedited. Like, unanythinged. They're just there. As little snippets of what happens during stream. But there is a plan to start making actual videos for that as well, for people who can't make it to stream or who prefer video content, like edited videos over, like, streams. I do want to get into that when I can, and when I feel like I don't cry the second Premiere Pro is open, and I look upon it and think, I understand nothing and I remember nothing. Oh, and we fell through the floor! Well, technically it's through the hole that we hadn't patched yet because I accidentally stopped holding shift. But let's ignore that for now. That's just a technicality. There you go, grab that. Which, if you guys think that this is the last bit, it's so not. This stretch is just one of the ones. Because in reality, I haven't really been able to do that much. You guys may be able to see this tiny part here. This is done, and this corner is done. There's a tiny segment done here, but the rest still needs to, you know, get filled in. There's quite a lot that I have to get done on this specific room alone before summer. And then also I need to finish a part of the mansion there. Something to shield that off. Something to shield off the library in case that isn't done enough yet. There's a lot that needs to get done in a relatively short amount of time. So there's going to be a lot of off-stream grinding as well, just to make sure that it actually gets finished, so that we can do the events that I really want to do for the server. And we fell to the floor again. I didn't think I'd fall from that. Never mind going to the base to get more walls. So fucking fair. Get yourself your unofficial Pokeballs. And let me just continue filling this in and falling to the floor, and maybe I should place some torches down actually as well. Because I will probably get to that point where shit starts spawning here if I don't. And I kind of don't want to have to deal with a creeper blowing up mangrove slabs or planks. Because on some spots I've accidentally used slabs as well. I know that for a fact. I don't remember where, but I know there are some spots where it's slabs instead of planks. There is a spot somewhere that is not like the others. For now though, it's just fitting in. Crow, thank you for crow. Thank you for the crow again. That's one of the things that I really want to figure out as well, is basically a script that will read who redeemed it and see, oh, did this person redeem it? We'll load a specific crow in for them. Like, it triggers a different command. I want to see if that's a possibility. I want to see if that's like a thing that I can actually code in, or have someone code for me, because I'll be honest, I'm not good enough with coding yet. I doubt I'll ever be. Then again, that's quitter mentality, and we are not quitters here. But I hope that I can get that, like, as an actual thing, so that some of you have special little crows that pop up when you redeem. That are like, oh, what the fuck? How did I just get turned around? Okay. Anyways, that are redeemable at the same time as, like, other people's crows. So, like, we would have Lunara's crow active at the same time as Aurelium's, and then a regular chat crow as well. I think having that as an option would be kind of incredibly fun. What do you think, chat? Do we think that would be a fun idea if I could ever get it done? Which, it's a massive if. A massive, massive, massive if. Also, we're now gonna fill it out like too wide like this, so that I can actually work on the walls a bit better. But I don't think we'll be able to fully fill it out just yet, sadly enough. And also, in some of these spots, I want to have little exits to the outside, so that technically you could catch a breath of fresh air. Can we then design our own corpse? I would give you guys a submission feed to put in little assets that you want on your crow. And I'd have to rig those in, so that they move the same as the other crow, like the current crow. That way, you guys will have, like, special crows that also just move the same way as this one does. I think that'd be nicer than having a, like, 2D little crow, a static little crow that doesn't move. What do you guys think? Would you rather have a static little corp that you can just trigger, if we can figure that out? Or would you rather me go through a bit more effort for you all and, you know, make one that actually tracks the same way as this crow does? So I want to go back up there and put a few more torches down just in case. I should also put a few torches just on the staircase, because as unlikely as it is for mobs to spawn on slabs, I don't want to take that risk. That's a risk not worth taking. Make it over there and fill, like, let me just use the remaining 6 that I have. And a few more just here. And then some of these spots will have the same type of foliage design as up there. And then in others you'll just be able to, you know, go outside. Like, maybe I'll add a door on this side, on the upper portion, to let people wander out onto the balcony. I think that could be kind of nice, actually, now that I think about it. Just like you step away from all of the fun, you look over the gardens out the front of the mansion with a dramatic sigh as someone chases behind you or something. Like it's a romance anime or one of those webtoons. I think chat knows exactly which type of webtoons I'm on about, like the manhwa type of webtoons where it's like so dramatic and like also weirdly pretty art style. Those specific things also. It's time, chat. It's time. We get to make more books. It's time for more books. Oh, that hurts. That just hurts. That's just rude. Chat, that's just rude. You see what I mean? The books are being rude to us, chat. But hey, wait, no, I have 2 more books. I have 2 more books, it's okay. It's okay, we have 2 more books and not enough wood. Okay, fine, we're gonna use pale oak. It's fine, we can use some pale oak. There we go, we have 3. Get in there. We have 3 more bookshelves that we can add after all this hard work. Guys, do you see how slow this process is? This part of the process? Because I definitely do, but at least it looks pretty. And then we're gonna have to do that entire side as well. I am so not ready to do the library on the opposite end. I'm also still gonna have to design the big grand double doors that fit with everything else we've done so far. Like, there's a lot of designing that is going to be at play. And also, seeing as I haven't shown it off yet, except for a little bit of hinting, this, so far, is the private sector. Not a lot is going on, but we've got a fish tank underneath the stairs. Meet Sundisk and cotton candy. You can also see from above, which I need to put some torches here. Just in case. Just in case. Don't want any mouse on there. Anyways, you can see them from above. But yeah, this is about as far as I've gotten with this, but over there is going to be a walkway with just windows. There will be rooms where there is no sunlight, and I did that on purpose. For now though, let me see what else is in my book and quill. We have the middle island that we could work on. The windows are done-ish. I mean, we could do a bit of excavating of the dirt on that side of the front, which would lead towards the bell room, so I actually don't think it's that bad an idea to start doing a bit of excavating there. And after that, just maybe calling it the end of stream before we, you know, tick off all 10 things that I want to do at the same time. Like, let's have it not go too crazy, now. Let's not get too crazy. Let's just remove dirt and stone from this part, layer by layer. And no, we're not going to use a beacon. I don't want to fight another wither. We're first just going to remove all of the dirt, and then we'll go back and grab all the stone. And I kind of feel inclined to say we'll grab all the stone with Silk Touch, because I know at some point I want to use stone in the gardens as like boulders and cliffs. Like, I do have a very specific thing in mind, and we're going to be referencing the Palace of Versailles as well. Like, those specific gardens serve as a heavy inspiration. But yeah. For now, it's just the dirt that we're gonna get out of the way. Because the dirt needs to get out of here. And let me just see, yeah, that's the end point, so... anything on this line basically needs to get leveled down to the front level. I'm taking that line itself with, because that's where the rest of the fence, or well, the hedge is gonna be. Because whilst there's going to be deep slate around the sides as well to help frame in the windows, there will also be hedges. There will be hedges from the sides of the front, slightly leaning into the actual sides of the mansion, to connect it all together and to close up the gardens properly. Because honestly, having those closed up all neat and tidy is going to make or break it if I think about it, because it just makes it look a lot neater, a lot more, you know, well kept, cared for, all of those things. It's going to make sure that it feels like a cohesive piece, instead of something that was glued on last minute with tacky glue and hopes and dreams. Anyways, Jesus Christ, how was... Okay, I knew there was a lot of dirt, but I thought there would be more stone by now. I genuinely thought there would be more stone. And also, this piece of dirt goes on for so much longer than I realized. Like, so much longer. It also doesn't help that we're working from the middle of it into, like, the center. So it doesn't look like we've really done anything so far. At least not to my brain. But when we get back up here, it's gonna look a lot more impressive, I think. And the ice level over here is ground level. So now we just carry this all the way to the sides. Level this, and from here on out, it's gonna probably look a little bit better, because I'm leveling the sides as well now. Take out all of this, just in case. There we go. Take out that dirt, or well, grass block. Fill that in. I can use all of the extra dirt, because, like, as much as I'm gonna need it later, right now, I have a multitude of dirt that I think will be enough to last me for this project at least, and for the other project I'll figure it out as we go along. I don't need all of the snow. I may even toss out the bones, honestly. I am going to keep as much dirt as possible from what we mined today, just to help fill in all of the ice later on. Because I can tell you, chat, we're gonna go roughly to here, and that's still gonna be quite a bit of ice to fill in. And for some parts of it, I'm gonna have to fill it in fully, not just over the top of it, like I've done with most of the mansion and part of the front garden already. Like, I'll have to properly fill it in. And that's because we're gonna have little lakes, and I want to have fish in there that can't accidentally swim underneath the gardens. Like, imagine having a well-kept garden and you just see a fish just disappear and reappear. Thank you for Crow again! I feel like you're literally just like gaming. Oh, Crow is gone. Let me re-add the Crow. I feel like that's going on at the minute. Which would be quite canon for you, I won't lie. Oh, and this clay, we're also gonna have to remove that. But then again, the clay I do need, because the clay will be used to get more bricks for more plants, like pots. Because we're gonna use a lot of pots still to have a lot of plant detailing around the place. Like the plants that we already had in the ballroom, the ones outside the front that are just on the windowsills. There's a lot of detailing. I am good to know that my hunch was spot on then. And here it gets bigger again, but at least when you come from the side of the mansion, you'll start to notice that something is actually happening. Instead of, wow, it looks like nothing got done. Let me see, I'm gonna clean up all of this dirt here in a second, and by clean up I mean pick up all of the dirt blocks that are just floating about after I finish this little patch, which includes that one block up here. After that, we're just gonna go to the chest room, and I'm just gonna say it, I'm gonna need more, like, dirt-specific chests. I'm just gaming and crow spamming, that's so fucking fair, and that's fine, honestly. We get back. We get in, let me in, let me in! Let me into my chest room. Because this top chest, like, it's already half full with dirt, so we're gonna need another chest for it. I fear that we need more dirt chest. But more dirt chest we shall get. Soon. But first I need to pick up all of the fucking dirt over there, which paints my map red with items. I'm just waiting for them to load in as I get closer. Like, yeah, there we go. The dirt is rendering in. We first grabbed the ones up here as well. Like, I feel like a lot of them have kind of despawned already. And then most of them are gonna be down here from now. And then we'll do the stone and everything, we'll do that way later on. Like, the stone I'll probably do off-cam because no beacon means slow stone mining. And I don't want to put you guys through slower mining when I can put you guys through fast mining like the dirt. We'll probably have to mend up our shovel in a bit though, because I didn't put unbreaking on half my stuff yet, chat. Like, most of my tools actually do not have unbreaking currently, which is a grave sin. Especially with how much I use them. Okay, we still have quite a decent bit of space in our inventory. Let me also get rid of this chunk then. Look up all of it. Because we're gonna use a lot of dirt to terraform the Mushroom Island. Because I want that to have a very specific layout for what I intend to do with it, which will remain a bit of a secret until we actually start working on it on stream. But chat, I'm gonna need you to do something for me then. I'm gonna need all of you to keep a secret from the other server members. And like, not tell them what the crow is planning, like what the crowers are planning. Because we're all in this together, chat, we're all in this together. But once we get to that, you absolutely cannot tell any other server members what I'm up to, chat. Otherwise, we'll ruin the surprise, and ruining surprises is not fun. Okay, I still have enough space left, so we'll shave off a bit more. I don't like these little splotches where there's literally just a singular dirt block. Okay, let me start making more divides. Okay, that doesn't work for me. However, I am gonna have to dig that out again. And that sand's also gonna have to get removed. At least I can fill a bit more in with dirt now that I actually have the space to do so. Like, let me fill in all of this water, like underwater here as well. If I can already get this filled in before I excavate that part, that would be kind of nice. Like, that's honestly nicer to do, in my opinion, than excavate it and fill it afterwards. It's just fill it all in advance, because then you have to do less the next time you're there. It's like a little gift to your future self. Do I get to know as a server member? You get to know purely because you're my mod. And like, I don't think I can hide this from you because we also live in the same house, and knowing myself, I'll be like too happy with what I've made to not show it off to at least someone that I can physically show it off to, and that person will most likely end up being you. Like, you are the victim of me being proud of myself and going, look, I made something and it works. Okay, there we go. Nearly all of that. Give me all of those fucking floating blocks. First bit of stone mined, but that's because I don't want to place another dirt block and have to... Okay, I could have just gone from this side. We'll clear this area out as well. And then we'll probably put it to rest before our shovel breaks. I don't necessarily feel like filling in the ice today. I don't need more sand. I think I have enough for all of the windows and all of the glass. If not, well, that was just a waste of sand. But for right now, just grabbing all of the dirt is good enough. I hope. I severely hope that that's enough. Yay! Yeah, yay indeed. You get to know something very special and be prepared for it. You get to know how I plan to annoy and hopefully also make my other server members happy. Anyways, we continue digging out over here, because then it matches up with what we've already done. We'll come pick up all of this dirt here in a sec. I'm gonna just fill in these little plot holes. Plot holes, potholes, whatever. The holes we dug earlier also just all need to be pre-filled, because I think that's just a bit nicer and helps remind me that I need to do this. We're also gonna fill in the entrance to the mines at some point, but that one will stay excavated for quite some time to ensure that, you know, we can actually get down into the mines instead of having to create a new entrance again. Because, chat, I do not feel like making another mine entrance. I'll be completely honest with you. Okay, we're gonna ignore Chaos Chest. We're just gonna start from the top. And then now we're not gonna ignore Chaos Chest. We're just gonna grab from there. Grab all of these things. Except, that is a lot of paper. How the fuck did I miss that? Oh, hold on, chat, hold on. Let me put all of this away, because we don't need any of this. Deep side as well. How did I miss a full fucking stack of paper when I'm so desperately in need of it? I can't believe this. Okay. I guess we get to do more bookshelves, chat. I guess we get more bookshelves. Huzzah, hooray! Where's my leather? There's my leather, that's my paper. We'll use the pill oak, it's fine. I can't believe this. And then how many books? It gives me a total of 7 fucking bookshelves, chat. Rejoice, everyone, we get to add more bookshelves again. Rejoice! 7 more bookshelves. Look at that, chat. We got somewhere. Yay! It's gonna take forever to fill it out. Okay, now I'm just gonna mine through walls to get to where I need to be, because, like, I do not have the patience to go all the way to the front door and actually use the front door. I think honestly, after we collect this dirt and put it in the chests, I'm gonna call it, which, yeah, we're gonna have a really short stream in my opinion. Like, not even 2 hours, but I don't think I have the energy tonight. I am so sorry. I do not think the bird is awake enough for more than the 1.5-ish hours. As much as I want to do a 2-hour stream, I am tired, chat. So, as we fill this in, and we go to the chest room, I want you all to think about maybe seeing if everyone is up for a little raid if someone is live, and if y'all are okay with it, then we'll look at if someone is available for raiding. If you guys are too tired, then I'll let my little chat sleep. The little crow army gets to rest. I am gonna make sure that we pick up whatever flower seed they dug up. Those 2 sniffers, those 2 troublemakers over there. In their little corner. Let me see, what did you give me? Another pitcher pod, okay. These 2 sniffers officially hate me. But chat, are we awake enough for a raid, or are we not feeling it? I'll let chat decide if we raid today or not. Let me also just immediately see if I can already pull up my ending stream music just in advance, have it ready. Because chat, I don't have half of my shit ready at any given point. I never do. But I do think I want to call it here. Like, technically, the actual live part of it has been 1.5 hours now. That's good enough for me. I think we've achieved something. We've added more bookshelves. We actually got the walkway a lot further done. There's a patch of this now that is mostly done. So we've actually achieved quite a couple of things. Going to bed after stream. In that case, we're just gonna go to the just chatting. I'm gonna stop the music. I'm gonna put us on the actual music. I'm gonna put it just a tiny bit louder. There we go. And with that, then I'm gonna send this off. We're not gonna raid then. If chat is too tired to raid or planning to go to bed, then we won't raid. Like, someone can get raided another time. That or if you guys really want to, we can actually raid either Shroom, aka Blur, or Astro. But I think for now, I'm just gonna let you guys decide. Wait, actually, you guys can opt in for the raid. What am I saying? You guys don't have to join in for the raid. I'm gonna send this over to Blur. They've been live for about an hour playing Minecraft. I think they can use the extra people. Raid for extra pointsies? Raid it is. But chat. Make sure you guys go and eat something, rest up. I'm raiding my bed. Perfect. Well, sorry for the shorter stream today, chat. I kind of want to do something tomorrow for Easter. Leave your suggestions in the Discord, which I know it's a very fun thing to leave this at the end of stream. But remember to join my Discord for the Twitch viewers that watch the VOD, or the YouTube VOD watchers. I'll hopefully remember to put in the invite code this time. If not, oh well, catch me live, I guess, or copy this over into the search bar. You know, that also works. But until then, I'm gonna wish you all a very good evening. Please put in like suggestions either in general or in stream suggestions on what I could do for Easter. Like if there's any free games I could play for Easter tomorrow, that'd be kind of fun. If not, we'll probably do an art stream drawing really silly Easter eggs. Literal Easter eggs in video games type of stuff. But until then, I'm gonna send you all off to Blur. Please, all of you behave. Don't be... I'm gonna watch all of you with my many eyes for this one. Oh... That's a new ban term to add. Hey, can you snipe them after I'm copying the term and I'm gonna send it in my auto mod before we go off. Where is my auto mod? Where's my auto mod? Where is my auto mod? There is my auto mod. Blocked terms and it's going in. Ta-da! Blocked term. And you, little bots, go into the Shadow Realm where you belong! Draw Easter eggs and team of Tail plus workers. Put it in the chat, put it in the chat! Put it in the other chats. But thank you, Aurelian, for the snipe. Hehe. But thank you for that snipe. I'm gonna send all of you off again. This is the longest fucking segment I've done. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good Easter for those of you that won't be able to join, and I love you all. Go behave in Shroom's chat. I'm starting up the raid. Right now. I'll see you all next time. Rest up. And until then, bye-bye.